First of all, I congratulate the graduates. Hongera sana. The three categories, thank you for persevering and finishing your respective courses. Secondly, I want to thank the Commissioner General of Prisons and his staff for contributing to the peace of Uganda by building, working with us, the prison services afresh from the very low level, of where it was in 1986. I congratulate the Commissioner General and all his officers and staff. I always follow very, very closely the building of these institutions, especially the armed forces. I always follow them very closely because they have got specific things to do. If you take all of them, you take the army, you take the police, the intelligence services, the prisons, they are doctors of some sicknesses in society. And what are these sicknesses? Number one, the army deals with aggression from outside. Uganda must be able to defeat any aggressor who attacks us. So, disease number one to be dealt with is aggression. Then you have internal peace. It may not be aggressors from outside, but internal disruptors. And that one is tied with constitutionalism. People who don't follow the constitution or the law in doing whatever they want to do. So again, that is the job of partly the army, but also partly the police. Aggression, peace. And then you have crime. Somebody is a criminal. He's not against the Constitution, but he's against the law. He wants to do things without following the law. So crime, that is mainly the work of the police. And within the peace, there is terrorism. There are those who are not only breaking the law, but to do so using terrorism, which is a method of breaking the law and the Constitution. And those who don't follow the Constitution, they fall under the bracket of treason if you don't follow the Constitution. Then corruption. So The UPDF, the Uganda Police, the intelligence services are struggling with those problems. And we have been building their capacity to do that. I know exactly where each one of them is now, what they have and what they need to get, and what they need to do. In the UPDF, we still have 2 small gaps, which we shall close. This is enough eyes on the lakes. We have good systems in many places, but on the lakes we need more eyes to see more. The lakes, Victoria, Narobare, Butumbi, the one of what they call Edward, and Mwitanzije, Albert. We need more eyes on those lakes, and we are working on it. And then terrorism, we need more capacity to quickly locate those who are planning or doing terrorism. Quickly, not waste time. The Uganda police has moved. You remember I introduced the cameras, and some people are trying to waste my time with procurement. What? I'm not a procurement officer. But I insisted that group called Huawei, because we had seen them somewhere else, provided the cameras. And the cameras have helped us quite a bit, although they still have some gaps also here and there. Like, for instance, the terrorists who killed Katumba's daughter were quickly arrested partly because of the cameras. And other cases. The fingerprinting of the guns of the security forces are also helping. But I hear somehow they did not include the army. But why not the army? I have directed that all the army guns must be fingerprinted like all the others were fingerprinted. They can be kept separately, maybe under military police, but they should be fingerprinted. Every gun should be fingerprinted. Now I am insisting on the issue of the electronic number plates. That will be a very big blow to crime, because most of the people move to and from the scene of crime by either vehicle or a border. If we close that gap, it will be very difficult for the criminals to do what they are doing, because walking to and from is not so easy, especially if you want to escape. And you are also seen by the cameras. The cameras will see you. So I want that gap to be closed, and all these arguments which are going on should calm down and be done quietly and resolved. Now so where does the prisons come in? Because what I have said covers the UPDF, the police, and the intelligence services. The prisons, in my view, have 4 tasks. Number 1, to reform these criminals. Reform them, those who can be reformed. Number 2, skill them. Give them skills so that when they get out of prison, they have skills which they did not have before they came. And I hear that you are doing that quite well. Number 3, of course, punish. Because remember, we cannot do away with punishment completely. You punish according to the law, including hanging, because that's part of your job. On the orders of the courts, and if I sign the death warrant, huyo anakwenda mbinguni huyo. So, reform, skill, punish where necessary. And then add on this effort of wealth creation. Number 4, what you are talking about, the production. Now, in doing all this, whether you are police or UPDF or intelligence or prisons, doing your respective tasks, please fight corruption. This corruption is a disgrace and a big waster of public resources.